going to be a second, by the way.
What do you mean?
I got to set up RuneScape currently.
What are you talking about?
So that way you can AFK farm.
Well, we're recording. We're in.
There we go. All right. I'm good too, man. Dude, just hold your fucking horses sometimes, all right, bud?
Hey, man. I'm not feeling good. 5, 4, 3.
2, 1. Yeah, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
I don't care at all.
I don't give a shit about baseball.
Baseball is
it's
so
boring.
fucking bad. It's boring. It's boring. It's dog
I don't
shit.
give a shit. You
I
didn't have fun watching that for the past 3 hours?
No. Yeah, as you saw, I kind of fell asleep a little bit even.
Yeah, you're going to fall asleep no matter what.
I do every time.
Yeah.
So, you and I made plans last week about Monday to watch baseball. Right.
About Monday?
Yeah, like roughly on Monday.
We made
plans to watch baseball.
Yeah.
So it was a elongated make plans thing.
Sure.
Which, when that's in my mind, I'm going to just shit talk baseball.
Okay.
And that's what I do.
Okay.
It's what I'm going to do. It's what I always do. Therefore, it has been spread that I hate baseball.
Okay.
I had friends on Discord knowing about me disliking baseball, things like that. So when they found out on Friday that I was watching baseball.
All day? Yeah.
Yeah. Not even all day.
Yeah.
It was for a game.
3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, we would game.
Yeah.
We watched a singular Brewer game.
Mm-hmm.
That proceeded with them just like regurgitating everything that I said throughout the week, like how fucking dumb it is and it's the most boring fucking sport in the world.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch, gay porn than fucking like.
We watched that too.
Yeah, we watched that too.
Yeah.
And that's what I tried telling them. I said,
what's the issue?
I was balls deep on you.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit wasn't as gay as baseball.
Sure. And we watched the whole thing.
And we watched the whole thing. It's weird for me because I am excited
Talking to the mic.
I am excited about... Shut up. I am excited about, like, us doing well. Right? That's cool and all because I am from Milwaukee. But it just fucking sucks, dude. And this snowballed my entire weekend. It snowballed my entire weekend to proceed to have, like, a 3-day bender of where I just shit talked baseball the entire time and tried to like talk to like we hung out with multiple people that are huge baseball fans and
like who
there's Tony, there was I
don't know who that is.
Alicia's boyfriend.
I didn't talk to him. I don't know him.
I know, but he's a huge baseball fan. It doesn't matter who they are. I talked to about 6 people that are ginormous baseball fans.
Yeah.
This was just a constant turmoil where I just would, it's boring. And then I had people trying to tell me that a 0-0 14 inning fucking game, that's a good game.
Pins and needles.
That's a good game right there. And then that's when I took out my gun and blew my fucking brains out in public. Because, hey, that's not a good game. That's not fun. That's not good for anybody. I don't care how much of a baseball fan you are or all the little things that are happening in that game. Dude, just fucking play Brian Silva piping down dudes instead because that's more entertaining for me as a straight male.
Yeah, we just watched the second Brewer game in a row where the Brewers did not score anything.
Yeah, they're just bad. They're not
in a playoff game.
That's also the issue is I think that like one of our buddies, Jorm, Gabe, he's got a kid. He's a Red Sox fan.
Yeah. And
I guess the way
four World Series in this century, the past 20 years. Pretty good.
And the good thing about them, I guess, I don't know much about baseball, but they hit bombs. Yeah. Either they don't hit well and they give up a shit ton of runs.
Yeah, we got a team that we pitched no hitters.
Yes, which is the most boring way to play baseball.
Sure.
It fucking sucks.
Hey, if we won today, I wouldn't give a shit about how boring it is. All I care about is winning.
Yes.
But when you painfully lose where essentially we just had one bad pitcher and that's why we lost.
Yes.
Right? Nobody else was like pitching bad at all.
No.
We just had one bad pitcher.
And one guy that
The way our team feels is like our pitching is just holding off like water. It's like our pitching is like a dam.
Yeah.
And once the dam breaks open, like we can't get the water back in.
Yeah.
And like we're just essentially
like if one sticks out of place.
Yeah.
That water's going to go through.
But if we can get a hit and hold off the dam, hey, then we got to win.
And that's literally what it comes down to is getting.
That's how we won game 1.
Getting an hit, a singular,
Hit,
one and hit. Yeah, and it's so bad. Mm-hmm. Watching,
we got like 3 hits today. Met nothing.
It's so fucking painfully boring. I just can't understand it. How anybody can be like involved on like even out like right now. I kind of get it. If you told me you're a baseball fan during playoff time, I get it, man. Kind of. Still, pick a different sport. Or just chain watch gay porn. Like, do something better with your time.
Yeah.
Because really, I don't care. Like I said, I had about 6 people trying to defend it. And they all, I let them talk. You know, it wasn't like I just took over the fucking... Maybe one of the times I took over because they were younger than me.
Okay.
And I'm smarter than them.
Yep.
So therefore I screamed and I was louder. So therefore my points got across more. And most of them were about the gay porn thing and how boring it is. But I gave them their shot. I let everybody try to sell me on it. Mm-hmm. You're not going to.
Yeah, I didn't try to sell you on it.
I know.
I haven't been trying to sell it.
I
don't care. I don't give a shit if you watch it or not.
Because here's the thing. You are currently watching baseball.
Yeah.
You don't like baseball.
No, I love it.
No, you don't.
No, I don't love it. I like the Brewers. I don't like baseball.
The issue is you know how boring it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
How bad it is.
I don't know why I don't know what people I mean, there's 162 games in a season. There's nobody in the entire world who is like a hardcore baseball fan watches 162 games of their team. No. There's no chance.
There's no shot.
The only people who watch the games are the people playing the games.
Yes. And the announcers. The people that get paid to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, and even the analysts don't watch 162 games of anybody.
Yeah.
They watch the best teams, right? Mm-hmm. But it like I don't know. They just have to they have to start implementing like time clocks into it. They have to do something to make the viewership go because like it fucking blows, dude.
It's so fucking bad.
And it's honestly, we probably feel like that is because our team can't hit, and that's what we've been watching.
That's what I'm saying.
Like essentially, it just sucks when like, God, I fucking hate sports. We have a championship this year, and like I couldn't give a shit anymore because the Brewers are fucking losing.
Yeah.
And the Packers almost lost last night.
Yeah, I mean...
yesterday morning, technically.
It sucks because we are in a position right now where our 3 sports, like if you add them up additively...
Yeah.
It's probably the best we've ever been.
Right, you don't want to be Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit would fucking blow.
Yeah, for sure. But like, because of that, we have a high standard. Mm-hmm. And you want everybody to live up to it.
Yeah.
And it especially... The one that always hurts for me is the Packers because they're expected to be good.
Sure.
Like they
NFC Championship games back to back 2 years in a row.
I mean, they've been good and always like
for 10 years.
Since
for 20 years.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a long time.
1995.
Yeah, and we expect them to be decent, and it always does it kind of sucks because it seems like they always hit these slumps when other teams in Wisconsin do good. Like, although technically, like, we'll always like that one year they were like selling like Badger Brewers,
no Bucks.
They
didn't give a shit. Yeah. No Bucks.
Green
was
Bay.
Essentially the all the logos combined to make a Wisconsin Badgers, Green Bay, and Milwaukee Brewers logo.
Yeah.
People are getting that tattooed on their body.
Oh yeah.
It was a cool logo for a second, and then it kind of got like overdone. It was kind of like a Deathly Hallows symbol. You're like, oh, that's
That's
dope.
dope.
That's dope for a
The first time you
second.
see it, you're
Yeah.
like, I'll like that on Twitter.
I'll like that forever.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, now like fucking losers have it tattooed on their body.
Yeah, fucking dorks.
Yeah.
But like, even like in those years, those aren't like the greatest Packer years.
Do
I don't
you
know
think those people who get those tattoos that everybody gets like them still?
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, they're generic people.
Yeah, but
The people that do it are generic.
I like generic things.
Yes.
Like
So do I.
I like this thing, this Zippo.
Yeah.
I don't even smoke.
Yeah.
I just want this.
I like rom-coms.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's generic about that?
It's like they're pandering movies.
Oh, you like pandering stuff?
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
I love pandering.
I like vanilla ice cream, you know?
Yeah.
I like Coca-Cola, the soda. Generic stuff.
But here's the thing: I'm not going to like brag about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be tattooed on my body because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
You're saying you're not one of those guys who like movies. Pulp Fiction is my favorite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's. I'm not going. I don't know. It's just I'm not going to like wear it proudly. Mm-hmm. Like, do I cry when fucking somebody from the army comes home and surprises that? Yes, I cry
You cry at those?
all the time.
I hate those.
Me too. But
That reminds me of
I'm not going to wear it proudly. You know.
That reminds me of Jordy doing like the video where he's gonna give the kid the battle pass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
it's so crazy to me that you couldn't watch it
because of how much I hate those kind of people. Yeah.
Yeah, you were incapable of watching it.
Isn't it funny that sometimes you just need a viral video and then you become like a legit
You become
person?
like somebody, yes.
And now like he has like he's not really in the streamer community though.
He is though.
Is he now?
I mean, he was streaming with Tim the Tap Man.
No, right, but like
So,
when
like,
I think of the streamer community, right?
Yes.
I think of like Misgif, XQC, Soda Poppin', Hassan.
those people are different though.
Why?
Because those are like they're variety streamers. Variety streamers stick together.
Really?
Yes.
So okay, well I think of those guys as the most popular people.
Well, because those are the guys that like stream because they want to entertain. Right? There's a difference, right?
Oh, it's between like Call of Duty streamers but Tim the Tap is in like that.
Yes, but he's a like weird niche because he plays constantly. Mm-hmm. Like he's always going to play
I guess
games.
like Dr. Disrespect hangs out with the Call of Duty streamers, but he wouldn't probably hang out with like
No.
Hassan and those
No.
losers.
Because he's game. He's not going to have a stream where he does just chatting.
Yeah.
That's not like what he does.
Interesting. I see. Yeah. I see the communities now.
Yes. Because technically, like, the only reason why, like, Nade Shot is, like, kind of in those communities, too, is because he has, like, ownership of 100 Thieves.
Do you have,
So
then, like, there's people who are in there.
Yeah.
Do you, like, when the Twitch numbers came out, was there anybody that surprised you?
No.
There wasn't a single one
no.
There wasn't one number that you're like,
No.
because I didn't think XQC was going to be the highest paid.
I knew that.
But the numbers didn't surprise me.
The numbers actually kind of surprised me. They were lower than I thought, some of them.
Well, okay, who did you think should have been higher?
Like I mean, just like the bottom, like looking at the top 10, I thought that like they would kind of all be up near XQC but there is like kind of a steep drop off at like that 7 number and stuff.
I hear people like when I saw like Ludwig in like the top echelon or like Misgif, Hassan, I was like, those all make sense to me. Like 200,000 a month.
Yeah.
Like you got to think of like PewDiePie numbers back in the day. He was getting like he's probably making way more money than all of them.
Well, those numbers too are also not that accurate either.
Which ones?
The numbers that got released.
Yeah, but
because those don't show donations and stuff.
Right. Good point.
That's strictly Twitch revenue.
Right, from subs.
So you got to also think there's probably about no, not subs, just donations. Donations aren't through Twitch. So
I know, but wasn't the number that got released, weren't those sub numbers?
I think that because Twitch got hacked, it was all of
the revenue that
that you get through Twitch.
But isn't that sub or no?
Subs, yeah.
So like those are
it's
basic
subs, cheers, there's ad revenue.
Yeah.
Like through
Right.
playing ads. But also things that like don't get accounted for. I mean, obviously, this is one that for everybody you can't ever really count. Sponsorships.
Yeah.
So those 200,000 a month. That's probably closer to.
So what's the game? What's the gamer fuel called? What is it called?
G Fuel.
G Fuel.
Yeah.
Oh, it literally is gamer fuel, huh? I hate that shit.
I'm snorting G Fuel. Quit snorting.
What is G
Speaking
Fuel?
of Jordy, going back to Jordy, one of my favorite. You don't like this TikTok as much as me, but it's him wearing the Sonic outfit.
I like the Sonic TikToks,
and it pans around him and it goes, "Stop snorting G Fuel, you'll never be ninja." And just like a bunch of like random stuff.
What
like
is
that.
G Fuel?
Quit dressing like Sonic, and then it like goes to it, and it's like, I just got sniped, and it's just him getting like hit by a car.
Yeah.
This guy's a hacker, and then it just cuts, and it's like, that's one of my favorite. G Fuel, it's, you add it to water, I believe. I've never had it either.
Okay.
But it's just like pre-workout.
It's pre-workout?
It's not pre-workout, it's an energy drink. But you like, you know how you make C4 and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like that.
So it's powdered energy drinks?
Yes.
Why the fuck would anybody buy that?
People love that shit, man.
Why?
I mean, I don't know.
You've never had it?
Made by gamers for gamers.
Ninja's a Red Bull athlete, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to have a Red Bull sponsorship.
Obviously.
Wouldn't that be the best one to have?
Well, yeah. I mean, it is the best one to have.
Because Red Bull's like the fucking shit.
I mean, just Red Bull in general, sponsoring a Red Bull athlete, that's like not just gamers either.
Yeah.
Like Ninja's sponsored by that. There's like Bjergsen was sponsored
by Red Bull?
By Red Bull. He was a Red Bull athlete.
Dude, that's the best.
Yes. They pick like one person from each like
game.
Yeah. But then they make you jump from space.
You want the Red Bull sponsorship? We're gonna.
I never.
Bezos is getting you up in the sky, and you're dropping.
He's dropping you. I saw it. So there was the world record for
quickest man to drop from the sky,
free falling.
Yeah.
Like parachuting or whatever.
Okay.
This guy literally jumped from space. Like had to wear like a spacesuit and stuff. And like in the video, it said, "Don't try this at home." And for me, I am just like,
how am I going to get there?
What am I doing? Hey, I can't go to fucking Menards. I can't go to Home Depot and just buy a ladder.
Who's seeing that and going like, wait a second.
I could try that.
I could do that.
I could do that. Yeah, it's insane that like you throw that on there. But if you don't, somebody's going to work their way up there and try to get up there, hurt themselves, and get a lawsuit. People are so determined.
Do you like that about America? That's not a thing
anywhere else. Yeah, it's so awesome.
If a person sees like any sort of like a in for money,
yeah,
we're suing.
I liked it a lot more in like the early 2000s, like 2010s.
Why?
Because it was more often, and it wasn't just for like sexual assault. Because now it's strictly for sexual assault. That's
just, no, it isn't.
Majority of the time now.
Red Bull Gives You Wings had to change its logo.
Shut up. You're saying you're agreeing with me.
Go ahead.
But you're not.
Go ahead.
That happened in like 2010. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is we're past that phase.
No, we're not.
Yes, we've moved on past it because the Red Bull Gives You Wings.
Yeah.
The McDonald's was too hot. These are the stories that everybody knows.
No, I'll give you a new one. Just happened.
Give me a new one.
We took down Big Chicken, baby.
What?
It just happened.
Big Chicken?
Yeah, you don't know?
Tell me.
Okay. All the chicken companies.
All the chickens are having an uprising.
All the chicken companies, right?
Yeah.
Tyson is one of them. Mm-hmm. They all got together. Okay. Right? And they're like, hey, y'all feeling what I'm feeling? And they're like, yeah, we're going to raise the price of chickens. So they all got together and artificially raised the price of chickens that you bought at grocery stores. And class action lawsuit. I got my fucking money.
You got some?
Yeah. If you bought chickens in like the span of time, you could have filed.
Really? How much money you get?
It's not.
What you get?
We're not going to disclose the numbers.
Disclose the numbers.
Mm-mm.
Chop the numbers.
I think it was like one free chicken.
You got a singular chicken?
I think so. You can like redeem it at like a grocery store.
You can redeem a chicken?
Yeah, like you can just like, you get like a whole chicken.
Hear me out. I get like what they're trying to sell. and what they're given. Can I redeem that at like a, if I go to like a livestock place, can I get my chicken?
I don't know.
Because I'll take like a whole ass chicken.
Sure.
I'll raise it as my own.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, can I go to like? Can I take that coupon for a chicken and go to like a
Little Caesars?
go to a pizza?
Can I go to Little Caesars and give me a hot and ready? Yeah. And yes, the answer is yes, you can.
How do you think our weekend went?
It was fine. It was good.
I mean, to this day, I'm still feeling a little rough.
Yeah, you had a rough Friday.
We started off hot.
Oh yeah.
Loving baseball.
No.
I did.
Baseball was so. I'll give the one highlight. There was one highlight of the baseball. We kind of touched on baseball and all that.
Did we touch on it?
Well, yeah, we talked about it.
I'm just saying. I was making fun of the fact that you more than touched on it.
Oh yeah.
You were on a tirade.
Oh yeah, and I always will. I always will with baseball. But we had there was one highlight.
Yeah.
First inning of the game, it looked rough for the Brewers. There was a person on third, which got you sad because you get sad.
I mean, they were in scoring position.
Yeah.
1 out down. Mm-hmm. Person on third. Person on second.
Person on first.
Person on first.
Yep. Heading to second.
Heading to second. Right. 1 out.
Mm-hmm. The guy hits it. You immediately go.
I'm expecting a pop-up fly to advance the runners.
Oh yeah.
So one run for the Braves, guy that goes to second, and then 2 outs. Braves up by 1.
Yep.
So I'm just expecting that because that's probably should have been like the play.
I have complete faith in our team. I go, hey man, don't worry. This runner's getting thrown out at home. You said there's no way that's not
because I'm thinking there's no chance that's happening. Like nobody's gonna have the arm strength to throw a pop up from like the outfield to home base.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you have your reasoning, I have mine.
Yeah.
And mine's just faith.
Yeah.
Mine is strictly.
Yours
mine's
says
strictly.
yours just like no. And you put a shot on it.
I said I bet you one shot. Mm-hmm. Literally the next pitch.
Yeah.
The batter hits it right to second.
Grounder to second.
That guy gets out. Fucking he throws it home. Pitcher hits the deck, chops down. Fucking right at home.
Yeah, double play.
Thrown
out at home.
Stops the score.
Yeah.
Which really kind of kept the tide in our favor. But it was nobody scored for like 8 innings again. Because
I think 7 innings.
7 innings, whatever it was. Who cares? We just
the Brewers ended up winning. So we started drinking. Right, we're drinking shots.
Oh yeah, throwing them back.
It's not a great idea if you were watching the Brewers to drink shots for their scores because they're not scoring anything.
Yeah, we're not getting much out of it.
So we're just drinking. We decided to go down to the high school homecoming game.
Yep.
Because we thought they were selling jerseys.
Thought that we were getting jerseys.
We thought that they were selling the jerseys that when we played. That we played in when we were in high school. Mm-hmm. I guess they sell them next year.
Would have been a nice memorabilia thing.
There's really nothing I want to bring up about the high school thing, except the fact that our vice principal at the time, was he the sports director? What is it? Athletic director. Mm-hmm. He is now the principal there.
Yep.
Talked to him for a little bit. That was cool. Mm-hmm. As I was walking by, we were just kind of laughing, and he was like, "Hey, let me get on the pod." Right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "No problem."
Oh yeah.
And now I've got his number. Hopefully we can get him in.
You've texted him 16 times, no reply.
No reply. You
sent pictures of your face, so he knows who it is.
So
you always send pictures of your face.
We'll try to get him on. We'll see if we can. That'll be fun having him sit right here.
That'd be good. Getting him right in the hot seat. I'd enjoy that.
And then I left the high school, and I hung out with our 2 friends and one of my friends' dad, Alex's dad, and that guy proceeds to get me hammered.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, you throw him back
and
shots.
I can keep up with him, right?
Just causes you get a little bit sleepy.
I had to leave.
Yeah, obviously.
Woke up the next day, still feeling pretty drunk.
Yeah. And also, let's give some context.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's out of town,
Okay.
so you're missing her deeply.
Ate a Jimmy John's sandwich. Hour later, threw it all up. Hard.
Threw it up.
Did you hear me throw up in there? Mm-hmm. It
Oh yeah.
It was a lot, right?
I mean, you rudely interrupted my Ram Ranch. I was listening to Ram Ranch while getting ready.
When you came out, I woke up at 7:30 a.m. to you farting and shitting.
Yeah.
As
I do.
When it hit, the clock starts 7 a.m. and you're up. You fart and shit for about 20 minutes.
Just fucking let him rip.
And then you go back to sleep for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think that I shit that morning either. No, I did piss. I pissed on my ass. I pissed.
I know you did. I heard it.
Painted that motherfucker.
So the next time you came out, I was just in my skimpies on the couch. Mm-hmm. Just not feeling good.
I'm in my skimpies too. Mm-hmm. I walk on over. I come to try to cuddle with you.
Yeah.
And you go, no. I'm
going to throw up.
I'm going to throw up.
And I did throw up.
You ended it. Yeah, you're a man of your word.
Right now, I'm still like my insides feel like sore from the amount of throwing up I did.
Like I say I'm going to throw up a bunch. I'm not really a man of my word when it comes to that.
Yeah, threw up so much.
I'll say it a bunch for a long time without just doing it. You said it, and you yak sauced.
So, our next, 24 hours from this moment for me throwing up is, jam-packed.
Oh, yeah.
We have a friend it's his birthday. He wants to day drink.
Oh, yeah.
Right here for the kid, don't want to.
Out.
No chance.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Checked out.
You're
showing support.
I didn't drink any coffee that day. Nothing. So, headache, pounding like crazy, hungover.
That's insane.
Not feeling well at all.
Oh yeah.
To the point where when you guys were out at the bar drinking, I was like, I gotta go. I'm going back to your place, Brandon, and I'm taking a nap. It's his birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I leave the place I have we eat lunch. Well, I eat lunch. You go to everybody there. You're like, why would I eat? I can get drunk faster if I don't eat.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was like, okay, I'll just come back. We also have plans later to play WhilryBall, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I leave for 2 hours, come back, and you're not just hammered. You're plastered.
Trash.
Real bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got so plastered in 2 hours, because the people I left you with were all relatively fine.
Yes.
You were obliterated.
$96 bar tab.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and I didn't eat.
You didn't eat any food.
No. I was just throwing back shots, just slamming them, fucking drinking everything. I had some Captain Cokes, fucking beers. I was absolutely ham sauce.
So you're trying to have a conversation with me,
yeah,
or Yogi,
yeah,
and I'm just trying to watch the game, and if I'm not responding to you, you would just keep saying you're mad at me, and I would go no, and you go okay, and then 30 seconds would go by, I wouldn't say shit, you would burp a little bit. You mad at me?
It sounds like a Rick and Morty thing. Just, you mad at me?
So, our friend Yogi was talking about the new game Brave New World. Is that what it's called?
Brave New World.
What is it called?
Why'd you throw Brave in there?
Is it New World?
New World.
And I was like, yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that game is. I guarantee I wouldn't care. But let me tell you, you know who doesn't like it? You.
Me.
Do you remember having the argument with him?
No.
Oh, you don't remember having a conversation with him?
No. Was I mean about it?
It was literally, it was the most unintelligent, horrible conversation I've ever heard you have.
Yeah.
Yogi was like, it's good because of point A, point B, and point C. And you were like, it fucking sucks. Right?
Yeah.
And then Yogi would be like, why do you think that? And you were like, because it blows. And then that went on for 10 minutes.
Which is funny because I do have actual reasonings for that.
You said you didn't give one reason. The only thing you switched between it sucks, it blows, it's dog shit.
Yeah.
You said that for 10 minutes in front of me, and then you said, David, are you mad at me?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, we have to go to WhilryBall now.
These were conversations that I don't remember having. I thought that you strictly came back from Brandon's and picked me up to leave.
We were there for 30 minutes before.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't long.
It was pretty quick, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We had also agreed to do this thing called WhilryBall about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Essentially, it's you go into bumper cars.
Like, obviously, we knew that it was Brandon's birthday, but there
Yeah.
was nothing like set in stone.
Right, there was no plans.
So, yeah.
It's bumper cars, and you have lacrosse sticks.
Yeah.
You
Mini lacrosse.
mini lacrosse sticks. You scoop up a wiffle ball. There's one in the court, and while driving the golf cart.
Not in our game. We had like 6 balls on the court.
Not really. I mean, we only played with one at a time.
We had 3 balls on the court.
Right. If one got like smashed,
Yeah.
and then you would throw and hit. You would hit a target.
It was like a basketball board.
Yes, you'd hit like a basketball board and you'd score points, right? So, for one, I was like, okay, this guy's hammered. I don't know if he should be allowed to drive golf carts.
Yeah.
The entire time when we're driving there, you were like, just take me home.
It wasn't.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, no problem. We drove past the exit to go home, and you were like, dude, you missed the exit. And I was like, I've never told you I was going home.
You're like,
Then I got you McDonald's.
oh, this is really funny. I like this a lot.
I got you McDonald's, right? And you're like, I didn't close out my tab. And I was like, great. So I'll buy McDonald's. Then I find out that there's a dress code for this area. It's the standard dress code for like bars downtown where it's like no white tees, no hats, no chains. It's essentially no like Jordans. It's essentially saying no black people. That's what it's trying to do. Those are what those rules are.
Well, they try to like definitely
They target
like you can't like wear Timberlands,
Yes.
which is just like an odd thing. Yeah.
Yeah, these rules for bars are like, so the WhilryBall has that same rules. And I was like, if they have those rules, right, and we're already coming in, you are plastered, like this is not going to go well. I'm already thinking you're going to get kicked out.
Yeah. Really?
And yeah,
Okay.
definitely. We get there, right? And you had just had the McChickens,
Yeah.
right? Like 30 minutes prior.
Yes.
And they were like, okay, they have food here, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm not too hungry. We just ate. And you go, I haven't eaten anything all day. And I was like, what are you talking about? We just had McChickens.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And you go, oh, I did have McChickens.
And this was a thing that I think doubled and tripled down on. Like, I've brought it up multiple times. I was like, I really need some food I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
And you were like, you had McChickens.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not remember the McChickens? And I, pretty much all of WhilryBall, everything after the bar,
Yeah.
is a little bit of a blur to me.
Sure. I mean, when we went through orientation,
Yeah.
first off, our referee, he smelled like shit.
Did he?
Complete dog shit.
Okay.
He was like a 65, 53-year-old guy. Clearly doesn't have like a wife or kids, right? Skinny, 5'6", right?
Okay.
And he was like, okay, so I wasn't going to be your referee today, but your referee called in and I got called to the plate. So I don't want to be here and I'm not in a great mood. That's how he started off the conversation.
Okay.
Do you remember him saying that?
No.
He started off saying like, I have like a couple rules, and if you don't follow it, I'm ready to kick you out. That's how he started the conversation.
Really?
Yes, right?
I don't remember that at all.
And then the whole time, as he was explaining the rules, you derailed every part of the conversation.
Is that real?
Are you joking?
I don't remember this even in the slightest. I have no recollection of that.
What?
Yeah.
So,
I have very few things. The McChicken thing I remember. Getting my calzone and made fun of for the calzone for a little bit. And you telling me how bad I was doing at WhilryBall. And me going, that's fucking horse shit. I'm killing it out there.
You are so bad.
But I was actively forgetting what was going on as it was happening.
Okay, so the teams were essentially us two, our friend Michael. We had 7 people.
Yes.
It was us 3 versus them 4.
I also remember this. I had a brief conversation with Mike in the bathroom, and one of the things I said was, I can't believe that we won that game 3v6. I actively thought that they had 6 members on their team.
So every single thing that the referee would say, you would say like a little comment. And like, I didn't want to rile you up because I was like, he's just going to get kicked out and then we're going to just like not have you.
Which was great.
Unfortunately, the girls that we were with kept laughing at you. So you're just thinking you're killing it, right?
And I wasn't.
I didn't think so.
No?
No.
But you also have a skewed opinion.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah. I probably was killing it.
Here's the real thing that made the best joke you had all night.
Okay.
Right? Our friend Tyler B was like trying to order a drink.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll take, and you were like, this guy drinks piss. Yeah. And then Tyler B didn't know what to do, and he was like, then you said, I've seen him do it. He'll take a glass of piss. And then the girl, like, she was like, I'll give you guys a second. And then she came back, and he was like, I don't drink piss. I'll take a Miller Lite.
It sounds like an I think you should leave skit, literally. Yeah. Which is really funny because both me and him love that show.
Okay, so that was the best thing you said.
Okay.
Here's another thing that you said, which, like, I was just not trying to laugh at because, like, I was like, you're going to get us kicked out for sure.
Okay.
So he was going over all the rules for the go-karts. Don't run into walls. Don't, like, how to drive it. You weren't listening to anything.
Yeah. Also, when I got into these go-karts, they don't have steering wheels. Yeah. They have, like, a lever on it.
Sure.
Because I'm hammered, I legit had no idea how to, like, work it.
Sure.
Like, there was times where I was just running into the wall, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah.
So he was like, under all circumstances, do not hit people from behind. And then you said, that's all I do is hit it from behind. And then you started going like this, and then go. At that point, nobody laughed, and everybody was like, come on, can we just get through the fucking rules? And I was like, we're getting, come on.
That's a good joke, though.
It's fine, but he literally started the conversation by saying, like, if you do not follow my rules, I will kick you guys out. At one point, he said, always keep your legs in the go-kart. Multiple times, both your legs were out like this. He said, if you unbuckle your seatbelt, you will definitely get kicked out. Your seatbelt was unbuckled. You started standing on the go-kart to block. I don't know. He never kicked you out. I mean, you broke every rule. And then there'd be times he had a microphone, right? That he would. That's how he would talk to us because we're in like an arena sort of, and he had like a referee box that he was on the top. He would talk into the mic and call your cart number, like number 4, and he would say, and you just were like on your phone ignoring him at all points of the time.
I was on my phone mid-cart?
No, in between like games.
Oh, oh, man, I literally actually have zero recollection of these things.
Of any of that?
I don't know.
You were a menace.
It sounds like I was a menace.
I mean,
I legitimately go like into this podcast. I'm like, man, nothing really happened at that WhilryBall thing. I had no idea that any of that stuff happened.
So Sid went up to me and Mike, and she was like, you and David, or she went up to Mike and she was like, you and David literally just beat us like 2v4 because James did nothing.
That's kind of bullshit. I did have points.
You did have a couple.
I had between the, what was it, 3 games, right? Did we play?
We played 5 games.
5 games?
Yeah.
I had like a solid like 6 or 7.
You probably had. It was me and Mike had the most, right?
Yeah.
You had more than like the guy on their team, Tyler B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was also blackout drunk to the point.
So I got
to the point where I was actively forgetting things as I was being told.
I was getting so angry, right?
Yeah.
Because you were hammered, right?
Yes.
Me and Mike going on a tear.
Yeah.
If you'd be for a breakaway or if you were in good position, we would pass you the ball. And albeit not all of them are great, but even the good passes, I mean, you would just like horribly miss them, right? Yeah. And they would just fumble. And I would just be like, what is this guy doing, right?
Yeah.
Every pass you would just miss, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I just started laughing at you. You were like, you took that to heart. You got so.
Now, I do remember. See, I remember.
You got so angry. We were winning, right?
Yes.
And I laughed at you because you missed like 5 passes in a row.
Yep.
And you were like, "This is fucking bullshit. I'm scoring the most points." You weren't scoring the most points. You were like, "I'm scoring the most points on this team. I'm playing the best. It's fucking bullshit. It's nothing."
Yeah. Yeah. But you were laughing.
If I laugh at you, all of a sudden you think you're like the fucking ace of the team. You're hammered. You don't even know how to drive.
Yeah, I did not know how to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no. I actually put my feet out of the cart.
Yeah. Your feet were definitely out of the cart. Where he goes, number 4, your feet, and you were like, oh, and you had to put them back in.
Why was I pulling them out?
I don't know.
Just to be a menace?
Hey, man.
Because I get the standing up.
You stood up without a seatbelt. And he said, that's the one rule. If you break, I will kick you out. Yeah. You broke that rule.
And he just didn't care?
It was the last game at that point. He just didn't give a fuck.
Oh. Yeah. I fucking... Man, I was trash for that. I legitimately
I don't know how I don't know how you didn't get kicked out. I really don't.
I was actually trying to be a menace, though, huh?
I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell if I was trying to be a menace or if I just, like, fell into being a menace.
I mean, during his speech, I mean, like, there was, like, just tension because I think it was just clear how hammered you were.
Yeah.
And you were just, like, everything he said.
Yeah.
You were interrupting him.
Trying to make a joke off of it.
Right. And, like, there was no semblance of jokes. It was just, like, you saying words.
Yeah.
Except for the only one I can remember is you hitting it from behind. Yeah.
But the girls were laughing, so...
Nobody was laughing at that one.
No,
that's the one where everybody was like, come on.
Nobody liked that one.
No.
And that one's the good one.
Yes.
If I made that joke, 10 times out of 10, people are laughing.
Yeah, but the problem is that it was like...
It was
like you had interrupted him like 3 or 4 times prior.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said hit it from behind, right?
And
then it was like, it was over.
He procked me.
Yeah.
What was he expecting?
I don't know. I didn't know you didn't remember any of it.
That's crazy. I forgot it enough that I didn't realize I said this, like, take me home bit or whatever. Yeah. But I was telling everybody that, like, yeah, David just, like, wanted to go home. So
you were like, take me home. We're going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even to the point, and now that, like, when I think about it, it makes sense because I remember even saying, if you take me home, we'll watch a scary movie. And I don't like scary movies. And then we watched a scary movie together.
At the very end, I was, like, not going to Pato. Yeah. I didn't want to go, like, we got dinner after that.
You just also hate Pato.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in that.
You don't want to smell like smoke.
Yeah. But, dude, it sucks there.
Pato's pretty good.
So that was our, like, essentially 2-day bender where I couldn't drink on the second day because I was just, like, toasted.
That sucks. I also, especially since you got drunk pretty much without me on Friday.
I had a good time on Friday.
Because I got drunk on Friday.
So did I.
Like, I did. I eventually got there.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it was so long after you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was, like, 2 to 3 hours after you had left.
Yeah.
I had gotten drunk.
Yeah, I told the bartender that I was like, hey,
cut me off.
Yeah, you got to cut me off. I'm too hammered.
Yeah. You closed out the tab, everything.
Yeah.
You were donezo.
Yep.
you also like randomly sent a shot over to our direction.
What?
Yeah,
I bought you guys a shot?
just a singular shot.
One shot?
And you told the bartender, you said, pick one of them.
I don't remember doing that.
And then she picked Alec, which made me really angry.
I literally don't remember.
Because I didn't know the context of it at first.
Why did I have an extra
and
shot?
I go, why did you buy Alec a shot? And you said, it wasn't an extra shot. You just bought one singular shot. And you told the bartender, give it to any of those guys over there.
Yeah.
And she picked Alec.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me angry. It made me furious. I came up to you and I said, why would you buy him a shot?
I don't remember this
And
at
I
all.
shoved you a little bit.
I don't remember even having that conversation.
Yeah.
I do remember talking to the younger kids. I mean, younger, they're 22.
Yeah.
And just like figuring out who was balding and then going on a
I hate that.
going on a tirade to like
I hate
tell
that
the
you
kids
do that.
why.
Because you tell kids to shave their head
Yeah.
when they have like hair like me. I am not near balding. I do not need to shave my head anytime soon. You tell these kids when they like have hair like me, which is like barely
Well, that
anything.
kid was bald and bad.
The kid was not balding that bad. He looked fine. He was fine.
He was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
I mean, I was hammered.
yeah, I know.
And all of his friends were liking it.
Yeah.
Because they like making fun of the bald kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
good.
also like being the bald guy making fun of the bald kid.
Yeah. Well, and then it also like for you at the time, you're kind of also like feeling like you're given wisdom.
Sure.
So you feel like you're like, hey man, I had to find out the hard way.
Yeah. Well,
type thing.
Yeah, like that mentality. I didn't say it like that. But
Yes,
yeah.
I know. But like you kind of feel above it. Like you have
Yeah.
this
I
knowledge.
mean, whenever I can drop wisdom bombs. We got 20. There's some 20 minutes left. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We. I like to give my knowledge to anybody who needs it,
yes,
and they needed it.
they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't.
They were asking for it.
They were not asking.
They wanted to hear me talk.
I mean, they eventually like surrounded you.
They
decided-
all loved it.
Yeah, they liked it.
Yeah, they liked it. Yeah, they loved me.
But that wasn't knowledge that they needed.
They needed to hear it.
It was just a rant that you go on.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting hammered, I'm going to tell them somebody to shave their head.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start going to girls.
And I'm going to tell kids how much I fucking hate baseball.
Yeah.
And how much I'd rather watch dudes suck each other off. Mm-hmm. And that's just what I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, although our friends still haven't taken the advice. Still a couple ones that definitely should get rid of it.
Yeah, we definitely have friends that like our friends make sense. Because there is some friends in our group
Yeah.
where they look like a sucker that got licked a little bit and dropped on the hairy ground. Got picked up and there's still a little bit of hair on the sucker.
That reminds me of something, but keep going.
That's what they look like. But they're not going to shave their heads, so it's like whatever. Those kids need the talk. You could give them the talk. Our friends.
I have.
Give it to them again.
They won't take it.
I know.
The sucker thing made me think of Squid Game.
Okay.
It is the best show on television right now.
And it's not even that good.
Huh?
It's not that great.
What are you talking about?
I think that it's not that good.
How do you figure?
I just think that it's not that good.
Why? This is how the argument went with Yogi. It just sucks. It just fucking blows.
It just sucks. I mean, I think that it's fine.
It's not fine. It's the best show on television right now.
Dude, there's so many better television shows.
There's not a show
Breaking Bad?
that makes you feel more anxious and on edge than that show. All the characters are really well defined. It's a really well written story.
All 487 of them or whatever?
The main character of the fucking show. There's like 5-6 characters in the show.
You like the old man?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, number one.
Number one. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's great. Our main character's great. The other Sang Woo's great. Allie's great.
Which one's the main character? Is it the long-haired
Yeah.
Asian guy?
456.
Well, I shouldn't have. Then there's an Indian guy.
Yeah, Allie.
And then there's a...
He's Pakistani.
And then there's there's kind of a gang member guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's another guy.
Yeah, there's Sang Woo. And then there's a North Korean defector.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good show.
I
Give you an explanation why you don't like it.
I really only watched 2 portions of it. One of them was the one episode I watched fully.
This is the first episode.
Was the second episode?
You didn't even watch the first?
No.
Then that's why.
The first episode, that's the one with "Ba-na-na-na," and then they run, and then the bitch turns around and shoots them.
Red light, green light.
Yes. That's that.
Yes.
That's that episode?
Yes.
Yes, I only saw them running. I saw Ali catch fucking the main character.
Yeah. That's good.
Good scene.
Yeah.
Fine. The second episode, though, is the only one that I fully saw.
Yeah.
And they weren't even squidding.
Right. That's all character building.
Yeah, it's character building. They were squidding.
Well, that's why you didn't fucking... First off, you got to watch the first episode start to finish, right?
It's good.
How they get into the game, right?
Yeah, Morpheus comes up. Asian Morpheus comes up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that shit's good.
It's literally just a Matrix ripoff.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
So what? It's them getting into the game is great.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything, right?
All right.
I feel like the show.
I won't spoil it for myself because I've already watched a bunch of spoilers on it.
Why? I haven't finished the show yet.
I watch spoilers on everything.
What's the point of living?
To not get surprised.
That's so.
To not be surprised. To go day in, day out without being surprised. That's the point of living.
I love surprises.
Hate them.
Why? Because your brother hates them?
No.
Yep. He hates surprises too. He dies on that hill.
Does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I just dislike them. I just rather would know what's coming.
Why?
Less anxiety.
That's also not true.
Why?
Huh? Because there's no what anxiety.
Like if it's too like, here's the thing. If I would have watched Squid Game at the start and just binge watched it, got it out of the way, it's done, wouldn't have spoiled it for me. A lot of things. If there's a movie that comes out and like I see it right away, like within the first week, I'm not going to spoil it for myself. Or I know that I'm going to see it in the first week, etc. I'm not going to spoil it. But if something like stays out for 2-3 weeks and I just don't watch it, there's too much like, and it's getting this hype, I am going to just spoil it for myself.
Well, yeah, you have no self-control. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I have no self-control.
It's very easy for me to not look up spoilers. And I can just like watch the thing or ignore. I won't watch like YouTube reviews on things until I watch the whole show or movie. All I will say is the show, it keeps you on your heels. You really don't know what's coming. The characters are really well defined. And I'm pretty sure it's a commentary on capitalism, but I don't really know how because I'm not smart enough to figure it out.
Dude, I don't even know what capitalism is. What is it? The start of a sentence?
All right. We can end it on that.
We done so?
I think so.
Yeah.
We have like 6 minutes.
6-7 minutes. We're done with it.
Is there anything specific you want to bring up?
No, I guess I didn't. My weekend was way different than yours, I guess.
I mean, we were together for basically
the entire
all
time, but different weekends, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I do not remember WhilryBall, I guess.
No.
I'm going to have to call Michael now.
Why?
Because I didn't realize I was such a menace.
I mean, it wasn't the end of the world.
Well, no. I just want to like hear his perspective on it.
Yeah.
When this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
Where I just don't know what happened, and like, I like to. The best part about it and why I love doing it, the reason why I love blacking out, other than like forgetting and not feeling and all that kind of stuff, the alcohol is a part of it.
Yeah.
Is the calling people and picking up the pages.
Yeah.
Because it's like a book that like has a couple things ripped out of it. And I guess this time around, very key important things to the weekend.
Yeah, you don't remember. I mean, you remember getting the calzone. Why do you remember that? Because I made fun of you for
Everybody made because you do this thing all the time where you go, "Oh, what am I gonna eat today? Pizza." And it's like an inner monologue of me that you're making fun of.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Inside out pizza?
Yeah, I remember that exact joke. I don't know why. But yeah, you made that joke at me. An inside out pizza? I guess I'll have that. But it really was that I was too drunk to read the menu.
Sure.
And I was like, I saw like 3 things that I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'd like this, but I'd have to ask for something off of it, and I know that I'm too drunk to do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni inside out pizza.
Pepperoni inside out pizza. And then I don't know what the rest of that dinner was. It was like talking about fucking
Panic attacks, anxiety.
Yeah, I think you should leave the show.
Oh yes, you got very upset because we started saying that nobody I mean, it's the classic like we just want credit for everything that we've done,
Yes.
or even things that we haven't done, right?
Yep.
So we weren't giving credit to you for you watching that show,
Yes,
and that made you frustrated.
that was crazy.
Yeah, you were also arguing everything that night.
Yeah.
You were taking L's all night. You were like, you were trying to. Okay, let me tell
I
you.
embarrassed myself.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, by arguing something.
Nah, it's not that embarrassing. It's not that big of a deal. In high school,
You argued women's rights.
the 19th Amendment shouldn't have happened.
It was the biggest mistake this country's ever made.
High school football,
Oh, yes, I remember this one.
it does not matter. There are like plays for high school, and you were trying to remember, you were trying to say that a specific play had a fake bubble screen on it,
Yes.
right?
Just a very specific play.
And you were certain you knew it,
Yes.
right? Hey, I don't remember a single high school football play. There's
yes,
not a
but
single.
you were on
one.
my side.
Sure, just because I wanted to rile you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like being like, oh yeah, there's the bubble screen. I just like I kept liking you to like. I wanted to see you keep arguing something that literally didn't matter.
Yeah.
And how frustrated you were getting with it, because
I'll get frustrated.
like
It is fake frustration.
it was like
by the way, but it just doesn't come off as that.
it was like two people who played football and were arguing against you, and then they called the quarterback as well, and they all like didn't think you were right.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes on in the play. Maybe you were right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Who cares? It literally didn't matter, but it was just
You were trying to die on the hill.
When I get drunk, I'll die on a hill.
Yeah.
The same with the percentage fights.
Then you try to steal my Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Didn't like that.
I wanted it more than you.
No, I drank it all.
I was drunk.
Sure, I was hungover.
You were not anymore.
Yeah, I was.
You were done.
Still am.
You're the worst. All right, we're done with this?
No, I don't think so. We still got time.
Do we? Oh, man. 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I keep on thinking that these, like, conversations, I feel like we have a lot. Like, this time around, when I go into a podcast and I guess I think that there's a lot, it always ends up being the ones with the least.
Mm-hmm.
When I go into the ones like, I got fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Those ones fucking.
Well, it's because you go in with like a set thing. You're like, oh, I have this story. That's going to take like 45 minutes.
Yes.
And it only takes like 10.
And it always feels like it. Like, it feels like you cover a lot. You go through, you hit bits, do whatever, right? But it always ends up just being shorter than you think.
Yeah.
But when you go, I guess it is when you go into something with no subject, predicate, anything, you just ramble. And that, I mean, ends up working a lot.
Sometimes. I mean, to define what you mean by working.
It
gets us through the time.
Yes. It gets us through the time quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Blair Witch yesterday with my girlfriend, who I had told her that
it was a real documentary.
That was a real documentary.
See, you filled me in on all this stuff and got me ready to go to this. Mm-hmm. Didn't even pick me up.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't pick you up.
And you also even stopped here.
After.
Oh, that was after you guys watched it?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We went at like 5:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Fucked up.
Would you have wanted to go at 5:30?
No.
So there you go.
Okay.
No big deal.
It's not too big of a deal.
So Blair Witch, for anybody who doesn't know, was one of the first found footage movies. It started like the paranormal activity craze.
Yep.
Without that movie, that wouldn't happen. It also started viral marketing. It was like the first thing where people are like, "Wait, what the fuck? Is this real?"
I'd say. Would you say that it's the most well-known horror movie?
No. Exorcist probably is more.
Really?
Well, so this movie just people thought it was like a legitimate documentary that they found, and all the actors, the 3 main actors, actually went missing. That's what people thought.
Yes.
They made it seem like that by making all the actors go into hiding as the movie started getting promoted. And what was great about it was the 3 actors, all no name, still no name. It was an independent film, and like nobody, they like it was just like this has to be real.
Yeah, they could have done it with Leo.
It started like getting traction, word of mouth. You would go online and go to their website, and it was like a
I remember the online thing.
It was like a documentary type website, and so my girlfriend is somebody who won't be aware of like pop culture in general. Yep. Like when Endgame, the biggest movie of all time, came out, I mean, she didn't know Tony Stark got like died in the end until she watched the movie.
Yeah.
And like she likes superhero movies.
She finds out her news through newspapers.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. She hasn't seen a single Facebook article.
So she is like a prime suspect for like
stuff like
setting up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this movie is real, and she is somebody to believe in spirits, ghouls, and goblins.
She's also the person
and demons
that like thinks that if you watch The Ring, you're going to get a call and you're going to die in 7 days.
Yeah, she hates horror movies. So I was like, well, might as well lie and make her think that this is real.
I decided I'm going to betray her trust.
When I told her it was real, she was, because I don't believe in any of it. She's like, if this really happened, how do you not believe any of this, right? And I was like, I don't know. And that was the end of it. She didn't do any more research.
No, she didn't. That's the best thing, is that you, for some reason, want her to research and like look into these things, to the point where when you watch stuff with her, this has been brought up multiple times on this podcast, you quiz her.
Yeah.
You prod her and like try to get more like, what'd you think of the movie?
I told you, if she doesn't enjoy it the way I want her to, she's not really enjoying it.
Yeah, I know.
She watched it. Blair Witch isn't really that scary of a movie.
No.
It's not.
I mean,
eerie, a little creepy.
Most older like scary movies just aren't. Like The Exorcist is scary.
No.
Yeah, The Exorcist 2 was like anti-scary.
It was pretty dog shit.
Yeah.
I had to turn it off. I was so bored.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just laying on this couch.
But yeah, she figured out it wasn't real in the middle of it because the acting was kind of bad. Oh, and I was like, ugh, that kind of ruined it. I wish she was like, she went to bed that night thinking,
oh my God, these people are still out.
Yeah.
What would you have been happy if you woke up the next day to a like big board and just a bunch of paper clips and fucking
trying to find them
and like string wrapped around it? Is that what you wanted from her?
I don't know what I just like. I like tormenting her a little bit. It's just a little fun.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? You know,
betraying her trust.
Yeah, scaring her a little bit. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I told her Hereditary was a family drama, and that's why I got her to watch that movie.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Well, how did she react when that kid got her fucking dome knocked off?
She hated it. She hated the whole movie. She hated the experience.
Her getting her dome knocked off, and because that's early in. Which is really crazy.
It's like 30 minutes into the movie.
It's pretty early.
Yeah, that's 30. Yeah.
It's early enough into the movie that you like, if you didn't know that it was a horror film, you wouldn't know that it's really a horror film.
Yeah.
And then you just get this anxiety because the girl's like, ah,
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think that she didn't go into that knowing that that was a horror film, and to like not anticipate anything crazy happening right there. Just like, you know, maybe having to go to the fucking doctor or something.
Yeah.
And then her dome getting fucking knocked off. Like a piñata.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's what I like to do.
Yeah, it's good. Torment her.
All right, I think we're there.
We're out of here.
Did we make it?
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hour 4.
Good night, everybody.